Welcome back to IELTS IQ. Today we're going to be looking at some IELTS speaking part 3 questions on hotels. Alright class, on the screen we can see our 4 questions. Let's go through them. How do people reserve hotel rooms nowadays compared to the past? Do reviews of hotels influence people's choices? How can hotels stand out amongst others? What are the main factors people consider when booking a hotel? 4 pretty easy part 3 questions, if you ask me. If you haven't seen my part 2 or vocabulary on hotels, I'll put a link right up here. So be sure to go and watch that and then come back and jump straight in. And there's one really important factor you need to consider when giving a speech for IELTS speaking. That is confidence. How are you communicating? Are you low in volume? Are you quiet and shy? Or are you loud, confident, and smiling? Okay, confidence is key. So make sure you're practicing smiling. Tonal changes with your word stress. It's going to sound really good if you just focus on those to help relax and be more natural in your speaking test. Okay, so let's go straight to number 1. How do people reserve hotel rooms nowadays compared to the past? If you don't know reserve, it basically means to book. So how do people book hotel rooms? Well, I'd say it's changed significantly over the years. In the past, people usually booked hotel rooms by calling the establishment directly or using a travel agent. Nowadays, people have the convenience of the internet, meaning reservations are mostly made through websites or mobile apps, which allows users to compare prices, check reviews, and view available amenities before confirming the booking. Alright, so we have our answer here. In bold, you'll see establishment, a great formal word for business like hotel. And I'm using reservation, the noun form of the verb to reserve. Really nice points just to highlight, which are in the previous video on vocab about hotels. You can see this answer is quite simple. I've started by saying it's changed significantly, kind of giving my answer. I go straight to the past. In the past, people blah, blah, blah. And then I just have a simple sentence, what people do now, right? It's not too difficult. Don't make your answers too difficult in part 3. Keep them simple. Answer the question. Number 2, do reviews of hotels influence people's choices? Oh, absolutely. In this modern era, online reviews play a significant role in our decision making, and hotels are no exception. I'd say most travelers rely on guest feedback to assess the quality of amenities, cleanliness of ensuite facilities, as well as overall service. There are definitely 2 sides to this coin. Positive reviews obviously boost a hotel's popularity, whereas lower star ratings damage reputations. Alright, so we've got some really nice points here. Significant role, excellent collocation. En-suite facilities, again, nice collocation there. 2 sides to the coin, a little bit of idiomatic language, there are like positives and negatives. Make some notes as we go through these. If you have watched the previous video, you'll notice I'm using quite a lot of the vocab like amenities, facilities, establishment, right? Okay, moving on. Number 3, how can hotels stand out amongst others? If you don't know stand out, it means to be different or noticeable. So how can a hotel be noticeable around or among other hotels? Hotels could differentiate themselves by offering top-notch customer service or unique amenities such as rooftop pools and personalized experiences. Providing complimentary welcome drinks also goes a long way nowadays. I'd say it's all about enhancing guests' initial impressions of the establishment. That really sets the bar, especially with Gen Z. All right, pretty simple answers so far. At the top, I've got this lovely phrase, differentiate themselves. It's a synonym phrase of stand out, to be different or noticeable. What else do we have here? Top notch, lovely phrase for meaning the best of something. Top notch customer service, the top level, best customer service. One really good point here, guest with a final S. You guys need to be practicing and master the STS sound. Guest's initial impression. Here we have an apostrophe because it's a possessive. Guest's impression, right? A nice little finish there, especially with Gen Z. All right, pretty simple. Moving on. Number 4. What are the main factors people consider when booking a hotel? Well, key factors obviously include the location, price, overall quality, and probably whether the room has an ensuite or not. I'd guess many people also look for services such as complimentary breakfast or shuttle buses. The reputation of the establishment also carries significant weight, as regardless of how prime the location is, people tend to avoid booking lower rated hotels. All right, let's unpack this answer. Complimentary, lovely formal word for free. Complimentary breakfast, a very nice collocation. Shuttle bus. This would be a small bus the hotel may offer you to get around town. Maybe you go out for a dinner and they provide a service where they'll pick you up and take you back to the hotel. Significant weight, right? Very nice academic collocation, meaning very strong or very powerful impact. Regardless of how prime the location is. Lovely collocation, once more. Prime meaning the best. Regardless of how good the location is, how prime the location is. Sounds really good. It's going to set you up. It's going to set the bar for your IELTS. All right. That's pretty much all we have for today. 4 very simple questions, and I hope you go away, practice them, use some of the vocabulary we went over, and remember, be confident, smile. See you on the next one. Goodbye.